that you've been with over 2,000 men?
Yes, it is.
Do you have a black book?
No, I don't like.
Because I was going to ask, can I see it? You know, we're the ones that out there.
No, I don't
say, can I see the book?
I don't have a black book. It's all
Okay.
in the memory. But I don't remember all 2,000. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everybody and have their name written down. Like, I really don't remember half of them.
Now, were some of them relationships?
Some of them absolutely were relationships. But a lot of them were, majority of them were, entrepreneurship.
Okay.
There's a lot of entrepreneurship.
Going on.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of clickbait out there. There's a lot to sift through.
But I, surely, my body count it's not 2,000, it's over 2,000 now. Like,
how old are you?
I'm 27.
What?
So since that interview, I've had sex with more people.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd say like 2,000.
Body count, I have to say, does not matter because I have over 100 bodies.
Okay.
So, yeah.
20 years old, right?
Yes.
Over 100 bodies. Do you know exactly how much it is?
No idea.
Is it over 150?
I think it's less than 150
Okay,
because,
sure. It's over 100.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So body count doesn't matter.
Y'all can be invested to my life, but like, if y'all gonna sit here and spread some business about me, please spread the business correctly. My body count's not 250, it's 106. Maybe 110 after that. Okay, let's not do too much.
She's 20?
She's 20.
What is your body count? I think at least 100 by now.
Really?
At least 100, yes.
Do you consider that a lot?
Probably for people would say for my age, but I think that it's kind of normal, especially in this day and age and like the work that I do. Like I feel like 100 is, kind of normal.
How old are you?
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give our praises and our glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakaha Kodash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakaha Kodash. Now, as you can see on your screen, all right, and you saw that from the videos that I showed, all right, I got this video from from this brother page here, Arrows of Ignition 144, all right, and he show clips, with different stuff and whatnot, but with this lesson here, it goes into these onto these women, these women, these whores. All right. Now I'm not speaking about the ones who are in this truth, who are being faithful to their husbands and whatnot. I'm not speaking about y'all. I'm speaking about these that are scattered among the heathen nations. These are that are of the nation of Israel, that refuse to turn back to the Lord and believe that they're doing something correct. These are for these so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. All right, especially our so-called black women today, from the tribe of Judah. All right, they tend to go on this spree, thinking that they're doing something correct. All right, now we'll get to some scriptures, and the name of this lesson will be "The Land is Polluted." All right, Salakia, that land is polluted. All right, I'll name the video that land is polluted. And what land are talking about? These whores. All right, these women who feel that they have liberty, they equal to a man and all these things. They go out there and spree. They open the quiver to receive every arrow. All right, you're supposed to know what I mean by that. All right, now let's get the book of Let's get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 1. It says here, the polluted land. Now they say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord Yahweh. All right, the last part there goes into Israel basically returning back to the Lord. All right, after we did what, we went and played the harlot with these other nations, following other gods and whatnot, so our women are. All right, because the top part here is basically what, twofold. All right, as it says, they say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and he become and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? All right, and that land, talking about these women, they are greatly polluted. All right, because men would not really, a real man, he would not really settle for a woman who's showing a lot of skin, who's showing, who's showing the cleavage, who's showing all these things for other people to see. When they come out and they say, well, they're doing this for themselves. They're not doing it for themselves, they're lying. All right, for men who have to, who believe that shit that is be seen, all they need licks, all you need licks and all. So if all you're in a position with a wicked woman, all you know the Lord did that to you all, because the scripture also say, just roughly paraphrasing, a wicked man will get what? A wicked woman. All right, a wicked woman is put on to, is put for a wicked man. All right, so if it is you going through problems with a loudmouth, yapping woman, who always giving you problems and all kind of thing like that, you're not getting no kind of rest, consider yourself as a wicked man. You're doing something wrong. You're following the ways of this world. All right, the Lord not dealing with you. And in the video that I showed, you see how many women today, they have all that liberty, they have all that, they feel that, they equal to a man, they could do the exact same thing as a man. All right. Now, going into the video, that that land is polluted, women tend to have a different type of they have select here for the little background noise if you're hearing anything in the background. Yeah, women, they are created differently from a man. All right, the man on the whole could have more than one wife. All right, a lot of women cannot take that, they don't like the song of that. All right, but a man could have more than one wife. That is how the Lord created it, because it have laws that we can't sleep with you can't sleep with your woman if she on her monthly periods and whatnot. You can't be on the same bed, you can't sit somewhere where she sit, you can't do any of these things. All right, that is, these things are laws. All right, and the Lord is not out of confusion. So therefore, when something going on with one, you could tend to the next one who not facing that problem at the moment, and so forth. All right, now for a woman, now she could only have one husband. All right, but that one husband could have more than one wife, and that is just how the Lord set it up. A woman is basically like soil. Her inside is like soil. If you pay attention to soil, soil is like a nurturing as a nurturing product. All right, I would just see it like that, right? Matter of fact, let me see if I can get a picture of something just to show. All right, so if you pay attention, to the soil, you see how, rich and clean it is, it have no blemish, nothing, it's just soil. All right. Now, woman inside, basically come like, like they consider as a piece of land, they consider as something nourishing and whatnot, Now the man, he is the one who has the seed in him, which is the sperm and whatnot, right? And that is what is going to be in this, that seed is going to be in this, where it's going to grow, with the roots and whatnot. Now, the scripture also talk about sowing different seeds, not basically warning us not to sow, different seeds onto into one soil, all right, into that same plant pot then, all right, which will represent the woman, all right. So a woman going on to different men is basically she having different seeds in her, all right, and causing her to go off, all right. Now, if we go to the book of Leviticus, so like you have kind of songing all over the place, but trying to see how best I could bring out this. This is Leviticus 19 and verse 19. It says, Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. All right. Now I ended right there, because this is the point that I'm trying to show. All right. You shouldn't sow that seed into, you shouldn't mingle your seed then. When we go to when we read it in the NLT, it says, you must obey all my decrees, all right? Because the laws give us laws, statutes, and commandments to follow. These are laws, all right? Do not mate two different kind of animals, all right? So you can't put two different type of animals to mix, all right? These are things that Esau does do, all right? These are abominable things that they're doing towards the Lord, all right? And you cannot wear mixed fabric. But again, we under the curses and we also under grace, all right? So at the end of the day, it have nobody on this earth really walking the earth wearing the exact proper thing that they're supposed to wear, all right? But let's continue here. It says, do not plant your field with two different kinds of seeds, all right? So don't plant your field with two different kinds of seed. That, that woman, she consider as a field then, So you picture each woman here, for example, each woman here that you see on your screen, these 5 women, each one of them is a plant pot, all right? They are soil, all right? And each plant pot right now, say, right, you get virgins, all right? They look like this, all right? They're representing this. So this representing those 5 women there, all right? Now, each seed from that one man will go into each one of them, all right? That now is going to cause them to tie with that man, all right? Because the scripture talk about a man and woman come together, they become one flesh, one flesh. It's spiritual and physical, all right? Now, when that happen now, If it is one of those women go and sleep around with someone else now, all right, or take other different men, guess what's going to happen to that woman now? That woman is going to be polluted, all right? That land is actually going to be polluted now. That land ain't going to look like this again. It's going to basically look like more like this, all right? It's going to more or less look like this with little pebbles, other roots. It will look in a mess. And something like this, you will not want to plant anything again in that, all right? Because nothing good will grow out of it, all right? Everything that will be grown out of that land now, it will be defiled, all right? And that is how most of these women, that you see in the video here today that are showing.
Normal? How old are you?
Most of these women that you see in these videos here, they completely gone. Their land is polluted. All right. So the same gravel kind of plant, the same gravel type of soil that I showed, this is how these women are. And a man in his right mind would not go for someone looking like this. Would not go with someone who in this kind of predicament. All right. Let's get some more scriptures. Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying. Just a short, quick lesson. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, and verse 9. It says, "Thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed which thou hast sown and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled." You see? Now when you read it in the NLT, it says here, you must not plant any other crop between the rows of your vineyard. If you do, you are forbidden to use either the grapes from the vineyard or the other crop. All right? So it come like how to put it now? It come like you have your plant pot, all right? You have your plant pot with your soil in it. You plant. You decide to say, well, you're going and plant tomatoes in that plant pot, and you plant hot peppers in the same plant pot, and then you plant cucumbers in that same plant pot. It's going to grow, but it is something forbidden for us to do. We are not to do those things. It's a law. All right, that land is showing that it is polluted. It's mixed up with it's mingled with different seeds. All right, and we are not to mingle seeds. All right, because when the roots, let me see if I can get something real quick. All right, another example here. All right, if you pay attention to the soil, it's some good clean soil and whatnot, and now it have the roots growing, from that one seed. All right, now that seed is going to grow into what a beautiful tree. It's going to, the roots are going to expand, and it's going to cover the whole soil. And that is what is going with these women when it is, when a man and a woman, in tie with each other. All right. Now, for other seeds to be into that woman, because we go in with the soil as the woman, and the seed, you don't know, it going in as the roots, the sperm and whatnot. And that is, and with the with the with the different seeds in that particular woman now, she is going to end up going off. She's going to she's going to be unstable. All right, her mind is going to be fighting against all these different seeds that is in her. All right, because some men might be a little stronger than some others and whatnot, but she will have the personality of all these different men. All right, it's very spiritual. So I'm gonna get this picture here. All right, you're seeing that, you know, this is basically one plant, one particular type of plant that is in our soil. You know, the mister took it out, and you're seeing how the soil is, because if you put if you put if you put soil in a plant pot, you try to take out that soil out of the plant pot, that soil is not going to come out of the plant pot like and be shaped the same way as the plant pot. The only way it will be shaped, like what you're seeing here, is only when a seed is planted there, and the roots, you know, gather up and hold everything together. That is that tie between the man and the woman. All right, so when that land is, these other women that are showed, you know, when they greatly polluted, now that land is greatly polluted, they're going to have different roots, all kind of different roots mingle, holding them up. All right, and that is going to cause them to go doing evilness, wickedness, staying in that lustful sense of mind. You know, these kind of things they will continue portraying. You know, they will not have a proper mindset. All right, because they have so much different seeds in them, thinking that, you know, they're doing something correct. And Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the one who has them like that today. Because why? He gave them liberty. He gave them he gave them he gave them that understanding that they believe that they are equal to a man. All right, when they have a position to fulfill in the household. All right, let's go to the scriptures again. Going back to Leviticus 19 and verse 29. All right, it says, "Do not prostitute thy daughter, to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness." All right, and this is what we're seeing, you know, these women today, you know, they're in wickedness.
So, Bonnie, you've been everywhere in the media.
All right, all these women you're seeing here, you know, all these women you're seeing here, they're in wickedness. All right, this one here looking like this grumbling, you know. And hey, just mentioning that, you know, these women, you know, these women out here, they're going to you know, for Jacob trouble time, you know, they you know, especially you so-called black women. All right, y'all done losing all your hair on all your head. The Lord done ball all your scalp already. You know, all your with different Brazilian hair and all these things on all your head, thinking that, you know, all your some kind of thing. You know, all you feel that all your is the prize and all these things. Hey, this is there's the pride of these women. You know, as the scripture say, pride goeth before destruction and haughty spirit before a fall. All right, and what you think coming towards you women very soon? Destruction. Because all these things all you're doing by sleeping around with different men, having over 1,000 men, over 2,000 men, 10,000 men. Come on. All they had to be mad. And all they had to be mad and a man in his right man had to be mad to wife all you. You know, because as I show the picture, all right, as I show the picture, that land is greatly polluted. You know, they basically looking like this. You know, they have rebel, you know, pebbles, you know, all kind of different roots from different trees, you know, from different seeds in them. You know, they're not correct. All right, they are not correct at all. So they have nothing good coming out of these women. All right, it have nothing good coming out of them. And Jacob trouble time, you know, you're going to see many women, you know, without they hair, they real hair. You're going to see, you know, you're not going to have no nails again, you know, your beauty stuff to keep you smelling sweeter and all these things, you know, your witchcraft, you just be putting on your face, you know. Come on. You ain't gonna see none of these things. What you'll be seeing, you'll be seeing monsters running around. Gremlins, pterodactyls. Alright? Let's see if I can get that picture there for you. This is how this is how they gonna be looking. This is how they gonna be looking running around, you know? You know the movie Gremlins? Hey. And this are all going into what to these drag queens out there, you know? This freaking man who like who like to show themselves like a woman, you know. But hey, overall, all the women, you know, all they done for, you know, because there's only wickedness on this earth, only wickedness on this earth. So you're not going to see anything good, you know. As we read in the scripture, we're not seeing anything good. As a matter of fact, the damn gremlin resemble this woman, you know. Only whores. Alright, so it says here, Leviticus 19 and 29 in the NLT, it says, do not defile your daughter by making her a prostitute, or the land will be filled with prostitution and wickedness. Alright, and the video that I show here, you know what you're seeing, the land is being, it is actually, the scripture is not lying. The scripture is not lying. You're literally seeing the place in a whoredom state today. Alright? You know? All different nations of people. They all like this. Let's get Slack here. I think I'm done with that. Let's get actually I wanted to check out something. Just bear with me. I wanted to check up something. I think it's Revelation. Oh, Salakia. Let's go back to Jeremiah. Right? Let's look up that word. Let's go into polluted. Alright, I'm gonna just read it over. Jeremiah 3 and 1. It says, they say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall that land be greatly polluted? Alright, so as we know, that land is going to be polluted. Now let's look into the word polluted.
Polluted.
Alright, polluted. Alright, it says here contaminated with harmful or poisonous substances. Alright, so these women, you know, they contaminated. So they, you know, they run around proud, you know, thinking that, you know, they are the prize, they are this, they are that, you know, they are to be treated well and all this foolishness. Hey, all the women don't they don't deserve that. Alright, they don't deserve that. Because if you go to shop, you're looking for good soil to plant your crops. I'm talking about crops now. You go for good soil to plant your crops, and someone selling, you know, they're selling good soil. How much you think they're going to sell it for? They're going to sell it for money. Alright? But if it is if it is they have old soil that do work and they have old soil selling somewhere, it will not, basically they won't even sell it to you. They might give it to free. They might give it free. All right. Why they will do that is because it is defiled. All right. For you to clean that, you can't really clean that. You know, it have pebbles. It have different roots from different trees and whatnot in it. You know, you can't even sift it out. That is just how bad it is. It says here, what does very polluted mean? Any Anything that's polluted is ruined and dirty. It has been contaminated by something dangerous or even deadly. All right. Now, these women, you know, they have a lot of diseases in them too. All right. Those women out there who sleeping around with different men and whatnot, you know, although they check to see if they have this or they have that, you know, they have different diseases. All right. One of the top diseases is what is the stupidity. All right. I'll just add that one in there. Cause these women, you know, they operate like what? They operate like swines. All right. They operate like the things that, you know, the things that they eat. All right. They end up flowing to any kind of different doctrines. So these women, you know, they're basically unstable. So these are the outcome of them by being a whore. These are the outcome of these women. These are the things that you just find them in. All right. Now, earlier on, I look up something. Let me see if I could find it back. Swine,
This is the definition of swine. Archaic. A pig.
right? Swine. They behave like swine. Now, it also have something called swine. You know, as someone. This one saying, what is swine slang for? Let's check this one out. It says if you call someone a swine, you dislike them or think that they are a bad person. All right. Usually because they have behaved unpleasantly towards you. All right. Yada 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 yada. Right. You know. But hey, you know, this is how these women behave. All right. They are unclean. All right. Their land are defiled. You know, they're sleeping around with multiple different men and thinking that, you know, they're doing something correct, which they are not. You know, they have no value at all in them. And this is what's going on with these women today. They have no value in them. All right. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Because our people today, you know, they tend to like the way of this world. They tend to enjoy the things that happening today, you know. They rather be in this kind of mindset. That is how our people is today. They call and what some of them said, you know, some of them mentioned that, you know, that's how the way of this, you know, that's just the way how this generation is, you know. So by they accepting the way of this, how this generation is, you know, they being like swines. All right, they being like swines. They're loving the nastiness, they're loving the wickedness of this place. It says here, Isaiah 5:20, it says, woe, meaning destruction, unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. All right? So they like the darkness rather than light. They like the wickedness of this world. They're thinking that, hey, they could go and sleep around with Tom, Dick, and Harry. They could jump from monkey, they can monkey branch all over the place and thinking that, this is something correct they're doing. There's nothing correct they're doing. This is a sin in front of the Lord's eye. That's why the Lord is going to judge you all and destroy you all for all your wicked ways. All right? Because why? This what all they're doing is what? Sin. All they're committing a sin. Adultery. All right? All they're committing a sin. And what's the wages of sin? The wages of sin is death. So not because it didn't happen, nothing happened to all you now, it's going to happen just now. All right? In Jacob's troubles time. Now let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 9. It says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. All right, when you pay attention to them, just look at how they look. They have that haughtiness about them. Most of these women, 99.9% of women out in this world are whores. All right, and I'm not sorry to say that. Is the facts. It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And Esau Edom, a white man, he gave them that liberty. He gave them the opportunity to come out there and work. He gave them the opportunity to claim that, hey, they are the best, they are this, they are that. It says, watch over her, Salakia, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. So don't even pay attention to her beauty. All right? Don't pay attention to a woman's beauty. As a man, keep your eyes single, keep your head straight, because that is basically another man's wife you're going on to. All right? These women are defiled. But the Lord is going to bring them down low very soon. All right? In Jacob's trouble, you're going to see many women starting to lose their helps, which is those simps. They're going to lose the so-called bad boys that they like. They're going to lose their Pookie and Riri. They're going to lose all these people, all these men in what? Famine and in wars. The only men that will be around will be the men of the Lord willing. All right? That's why the scripture come in where 7 women will hold on to one man. All right? 7 women will hold on to one man. Now it says here, verse 12, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain and drink of every water near her. All right? So she's so much into that wickedness, that land so polluted that, it's only evil thoughts running through her mind. She only, is, being with different men for these women is like a drug, is like a high for them. They have to get that, that pleasure in order to go about the day. They have to get that attention from other men to go about the day. This is how these women are. If you pay attention to them every time they're walking down the street, every car that it has parked at the side of the road, they watch themselves in the glass. A mirror, a mirror is one of their favorite devices to have. They have one in their handbag, they have it on their phone now, they pass in front of a building with a reflection of themselves. They had to stop to watch themselves. Come on. It says she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. You see that? So she's going to what? That's what she's doing. This is what these women doing today. All right, this is what these women doing today. You know, sleeping around. You know, this one sleeping around with 2,000 men, over 2,000 men. You know, they you know, they're young, but looking like, you know, they're looking like they're in their 30s, in their 40s. All right. These are the things that is going to happen to you when it is you go sleeping around with different men. Verse 13, it says, the grace of a wife delighted in her husband, and her direction will fatten his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. You see that? So if you're in silent and you're in, you know, you're not loving, you're not silent, you're not meek, you're not dressing in modest apparel and whatnot, you are not a gift unto a man. All right, you are just a harlot walking the streets, looking for another, looking for another victim. Verse 14, it says, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. You see that? So a woman that, will follow orders, will understand, is, with a mind well instructed, that will listen to her husband, not give not to give him back lip and carry on in a harshful kind of manner. Come on, a man not looking for that. A man is not looking for that. A woman's supposed to be a pillar of rest. Verse 15, it says, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her content mind cannot be valued. All right? So these women, who peaceful and meek and humble, all right? This is the kind of woman that the Lord's like, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai like. All right? These are the kind of women Yahweh Bashim Yahushai like. And it was only a man of the Lord will get women like that. All right? But right now we're seeing a lot of women, the majority of these women today, they are poisoned in their mind. They are poisoned also physically. All right? So it will have that time, Jacob trouble has to happen to bring these women down low. All right? And it is going to happen. Let's get the book of Amos. Amos chapter 7 and 17. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. And we see in that today, basically every single brother, every man who out here who has a wife, she's a harlot. She was already with someone else. All right? And thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth from his land. All right? So, hey, we have went against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's why we're in captivity today. That's why we are in different foreign countries. We're not on our holy land right now. We're in different places right now, And the scripture talk about we will die in foreign lands. And that is what exactly happening. All right? So I really hope this lesson here, all right? I really hope this lesson here was edifying. All right? Slakia for if it is too long, I would like to give our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Raka Kudash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well, peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom and Abad Babal.